Minister of Education, the Honorable Jeffrey Lloyd, has detailed a plan to overhaul the educational system by zeroing in on pre-primary school education. As Keishla Adderley tells us tonight, he told Parliament yesterday about a plan to reform the system and solidify it with legislation.
New educational facilities. And let me say that, sir, and I'll come to this in just a moment, immediately on the drawing board, immediately, a new school will be built here on New Providence.
It's a need that Education Minister Jeffrey Lloyd says is superseded by the urgency of deconstructing education, dogged by what he called the national skills deficit spurring unemployability. Minister Lloyd has engaged a UNESCO group to complete an assessment of the national education system and propose steps for its overhaul.
This review will focus on student learning outcomes through the various pillars. 1, teacher capacities and policies. 2, curriculum development. 3, school leadership. 4, equity and inclusiveness. 5, technology. Mr. Speaker, it is our intention that we will leave no stone unturned to achieve what has not been achieved as far as the Education Act is concerned since 1964, with the exception of the amendment in 1996, which called for the formation of the school boards.
Minister Lloyd says changing the dynamic must start with the country's youngest students, but that right now, less than 30% of them can be accommodated in Ministry of Education-endorsed schools.
The Department of Statistics records that by September of this year, the beginning of the new school year, there will be approximately 6,000 3-year-olds in this country. To date, Mr. Speaker, those institutions registered with the Ministry of Education accommodates only 30% of that number. That's 2,000, which means that there are approximately 4,000 3-year-olds, not to mention 4-year-olds, who are not now in a Ministry of Education recognized, registered, endorsed school program. You can understand what the implications are.
In the minister's estimation, students ill-prepared for the next level, stunted growth throughout their matriculation, and the social deficits that come with it. Within a year of the UNESCO assessment, it's anticipated that their recommendations will be executed and form the basis for new Education Act and regulations. Keishla Adderley, ZNS Network News.